Hello YouTube. Right now we're in the end, and the 62k concrete duper is running in the overworld. So if I show you quickly, this duper there. I showed the tutorial and the world download in a previous video. Okay, so basically we're going to build this thing, a concrete converter, and it's going to convert the concrete like this into solid concrete like this automatically, so you won't need to place any block. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little thought for you guys who don't have Tweakaroo in order to place some blocks like this below. If you want to go down, you just make a little platform like this, and you can put some twisting vine, weeping vine, bone meal it, and then you can come down. Come down like this, and you would just place your block like this, and it would place it right in your back, so then you can walk and make a platform. If you don't have whipping vines, you can use lava. Okay. And let it flow like this. And then you can wait until it goes down and let a bucket of water next to it. Then you can remove the lava and you'll have a cobblestone wall. So then you can go down like this and place your blocks like this. Okay, so at first we're going to do these two things there. I'm going to flash the schematic sometimes so you can see what we're going to do. So we're going to start with these two things there. So you're going to make a platform right there. That's going to be 5 blocks long. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to leave 2 blocks gap. Put a string. Can't really see it, but. And on one side you're going to put an observer like this. And the other one you're going to put an observer looking like this, with a piston set on 3 ticks like this, a piston, and a block that's going to break blocks if they land on it, so it can be rail, carpet, slab, or anything like this. Okay, so you can see that we're going to push both blocks there. Your pistons must face in this way. Okay, now we're going to go to this observer right there, and we're going to make a staircase that goes 7 blocks down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to add another block there. Yeah, this is going to be tricky to do in survival, but anyways. Okay, so we're going to go down there, and we're going to go in diagonal there. Put a regular piston, and here we're going to put some sticky pistons, and we're going to make that 6 blocks tall. And then we're going to place 2 observers there. They're going to point into blocks there. Put some rails there. And we're going to make some observers looking like this. So if we trigger this rail there, it's going to look like this. Oh, you'll need to add another row of pistons there, because of some weirdness with the pistons, because of the quasi-connectivity. And we're going to put some observers looking like this, and they're going to point into these pistons. So if we put a row of blocks there for demonstration, they should all go here and then there. So they should go there. Like this. The one on top doesn't matter at all. Yeah, we can remove this. We don't need this. Alright, so right now you should have something that looks like this. So we're going to make our off switch there. So when the block is there, it's going to be at off, and blocks are going to just hit this block and fall straight into the void. And when you open this thing, they're going to go there, there, and be converted into solid concrete. Should look like this. And here we're going to make the piston that's going to push our concrete up. It's going to be 4 blocks there. I'm going to put an observer looking at the rails, some blocks, and some repeaters on top of it, set on 3 ticks. And our slime block there. Now we need to do our conversion thing that's going to convert the concrete using water. Okay, so you're going to start from there and make this shape with the slime block in the corner there. And we're going to raise this. Come on. I'm going to raise this thing up like this, and same thing there. And we'll leave 2 more blocks there. Put some signs on the corners there, on the corners there, and here. Now we can put water on each and every block going up. Like this. So every block should be a water source now. So if you bucket there, you should get a bucket every time. If you don't, you did it wrong. Okay, now let me do a quick test. Yeah, so you can see that it works. Okay, so now we're going to put our safety that's going to push sand and gravel out of the machine in case you forget to turn it off. And we're going to add our TNT duper that's going to blow the concrete up. Okay, so we're going to put an observer from an observer looking at this observer, a block, a sticky piston, yeah, and some blocks there. You can't put it there or it's going to mess the timing up. Okay. Then we're going to put some blocks for this observer. Put 2 rails, an observer looking at the rails, and we're going to put blocks going to 3 pistons on the floor like this, with some repeaters on one tick. Going to make a little stair like this, 4 blocks tall, and we're going to add an observer with a block on top and a piston on this, a repeater on this side. The repeater is on 2 ticks. Okay, and then we're going to put 2 observers, 3 observers down, a block, and 2 blocks there with repeaters set on 4 ticks, yes, with more blocks going this way. We'll need 4 of them, okay. Like this, and we're going to put a fence gate. I'm going to put obsidian down, but I'm not sure it really matters. Don't think it does, but I'm going to do it anyway. Here we're going to put a piston, and we're going to make a TNT duper. It's going to look like this. Yeah, this shape there. Then you do a little L like this. You add another block there. Put a rail, a minecart, a dead coral fan there, a wall, and a TNT. I'm going to place some obsidian there, so this way if you ignite TNT like this, it doesn't matter when it lands on top of an ender chest, it's not going to blow anything up. Okay, and then we're going to add some non-sticky block to the sides. It can be moss if you want. That's pretty cheap. Put it all there, and there, like this. So it's all encased, and the TNT is going to go there. The fence gate is going to open and fall there. You can add a water source there for safety and other safety, but it's unlikely that anything happens with this. Yeah, I'm going to test the TNT thing. We're going to use we're going to shield the converter with obsidian first. or we're gonna have a bad surprise. Okay, so like this you can see that we have a shield of obsidian, and we're going to add some crying obsidian there, so that the concrete doesn't blow up here in this hole and lands there, because we couldn't collect these items and they would just get lost. Okay, we're going to test the TNT duper. Yeah, the first time it's going to assemble the TNT duper like this, and the second time it should activate it like this. Double check your thing before you activate it, because you know explosion is bad if it blows up stuff. And yeah, you just need to make your collection system apart from this, and it's going to be done. So I'm just going to link this up. It's gonna be a shame, but I'm going to use some redstone dust there. Oopsie. Okay. So in theory, the worst thing that can happen to your farm is that you're going to have a... Can I? No. You're going to have a concrete powder stuck there. And if that happens, the concrete is just going to hit it and do nothing. So you need to turn this thing off, break it, and then you can start it up again. And there you have it. Now we're going to test some concrete and sand just to mix things up. And that's going to test our switch there. Our switch, our safety there, our safety. Okay, so you can see that this side has sand, and this side has concrete powder. So we're going to activate the machine, and you see that the sand just falls there, and the concrete goes through the machine. And because I had a comment in a previous video, if you want to collect this sand there, I'm going to just make the example there. It's going to be easier. You're just going to make a little platform with a slab and some water. It's going to look like this. Whoops. and the sand is going to fall on top of the slab and push the sand. Obviously you need to put a slab there. If you use anything else that can't be waterlogged, it's going to be harder to push. Anyways, I think that's pretty much all for this video. So you'll need to do this thing again on the other side, and you'll have your 4 sides fully automatic. Hello, it's me again, recording from the future. If you go there, you're going to have to leave space under there and there, because the first block that goes into this thing will fall into the void, and if you have blocks, say here, they're just going to pile up there and mess up everything. So if you need absolutely to have blocks down there, they can be slabs, top slabs like this, or anything that will break the items. And the only other thing is the TNT right there. The Endermans are bastards, and they're going to steal your TNT because they can pick it up. So you need to keep this thing lit up using any light, or you can just use carpet all around, double carpet every block around, like this. And because you can't carpet this, you're going to place some blocks on top and carpet these blocks. But I think that just lighting up everything there and everything around is much better. You don't need to place light on the whole island like this. Just maybe, I don't know, I would do it like up to somewhere around there. That would be enough. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all for this video. So you do this thing there, and you add a little switch that will either let the items fall into the void or be collected. If you have any other question, I don't know why you'd have more question than this. I think that's enough. But if you have more questions, just ask them in the comments and I should reply in 1 or 2 days. Thanks for watching. Bye.